Hello, Poopsies, and my giant pimple. Thank you for joining me today on this ASMR video. I just want to make a quick video today for the holidays and say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Yes, we've made it. We've made it to another Christmas. Tomorrow, for the first time in a while, am not gonna have a video. I decided I'm not gonna post on Christmas, because Christmas time is usually an extremely inactive time period on YouTube anyway, and for viewership and stuff. Like, people are just mostly away on the holiday, I found, and on Saturdays usually. It's like every Saturday consistently. People are just out and about. People are not really watching videos like that at home. You know, at least on my channel. Like, that's just what I've come to find. It's just the least views I get is on holidays and Saturdays. Like, that's the worst time to post, actually. So sometimes I even think, like, I shouldn't even bother posting on Saturday or holidays anymore. You know, it saves me some energy too. But so I'll see. But other than that, I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas in advance. You can hear a mix of cicadas outside because the door's open, because it's freezing in the house, and I want the home to heat up naturally. I'm trying to lower my bills, you know, like I don't want to have to like use the heater every time. And you could hear the dishwasher, and it usually doesn't bother people. But yeah, I just kind of wanted a cozy vibe with my tree in the background there. You can see it's glowing on and off gently, so it doesn't trigger anybody, because I know flashing lights can affect some people. But you know, I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, guys, a Happy New Year. I'm gonna probably do a separate New Year video when I come back from Maryland. But you know, we made it. I made it. This is the last day I'm pre-recording before I leave. You know, so I'm grateful I got to film 27 ASMR videos. Maybe it's 28, 29 ASMR videos in the last 3 weeks before I left, so I would have enough to hold over on this channel while I'm gone. And yeah, so just a quick post video, quick announcement. It's not going to be a long video at all, really and truly. I'm just so grateful that I got to spend the last year with you on this channel and reply to all your beautiful comments. You know, sometimes I wish more people would comment. There's a lot of people who just, I guess, either don't have the energy or too tired, or, you know, you come home from work, you just want to click play, you don't really want to engage. That's fine. But you know, your engagement does help the channel as well, whether you realize it or not. Whether you go to my website and book a service, or, you know, whether you like or comment or share, you know, I feel like sometimes I don't have enough people doing that, you know, like actively engaging, and I look at other channels and their engagement's like very high, and mine feels like medium to low for some reason, you know. But I think that's because I'm such a long time, what they call OG YouTuber. That tends to happen, is like people just sort of are so used to watching your content, they kind of get like tired or bored of liking every video every time or commenting every time, you know. I had definitely a lot at the beginning, and that's what I noticed with like new creators, new channels. Like, their engagement is always very high. They'll have like 1,000 views and 650 likes, but when I get 1,000 views, I get 40 likes. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you've been with me a long time. You're not gonna be like overexcited to see my face. You know, you've seen my face for 14 years now. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to engage as much, and that's natural, that's normal. But you know, I do still ask that you engage, you know, once in a while at least. You know, it'd be nice if, you know, more people could, you know, put some effort into that, because I definitely always do that. Because like when I watch videos, like, I know like the videos are free, so the least I could do is like and comment, you know what I'm saying. I try my best But sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna get, because when I comment a video, it's like, oh my god, it's Tony Bumba. So, like, sometimes people freak out a lot of times. Or a lot of times I notice, like, when I come back on a video, I find my comment always gets, like, the thumbs up like crazy. Because my name has, like, a check mark next to it, and I think that, like, grabs attention or goes, like, to the top of the comments right away, which is nice, because it's a way to also promote my channel in a weird way. But, that's not why I do it, of course, but, like, I like making people's day, saying, like, I watched their ASMR video of their new artist, and it helped inspire them to keep going, stuff like that from another, what they call OG creator, or whatever, OG ASMR artist, right? Every time I say that, I want to say OJ, like like orange juice. It feels weird to say that. Like, OJ creator sounds more off the tongue than OG. OG doesn't sound right off the tongue. But anyway, it's been a hell of a week. I guess I could maybe ramble a little bit about that. So I found out my pool and hot tub is not actually a heated pool and hot tub, so the hot tub won't have heat, which is just, they basically told me it's just going to be a soaking tub. At this point, I'm like, what does that even mean, It's very misleading. Like, why would you rent a house with a hot tub? And it's not a hot tub, it's a lukewarm or a cold tub. I can't even swim in it. It is so cold. I thought of getting those solar pool blankets, covers to, warm the temperature, but I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference with how cold it is, so I'm gonna have to wait till, like, spring, summer to even swim, which sucks, You're spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's like, oh well, you can't use it. Like, they refuse to put the pool here in the home. They refuse to help, so it's like, whatever, lame, ridiculous. Anyway, it makes, like, this company that I'm renting right now look like an angel. I mean, oh my gosh, like, this one was so much better than them. Like, I'm actually very disappointed, but there's a lot of good things to the home as well, in all honesty. So many different upgrades and stuff, so I'm really grateful. And, like, the external tub, so I can be soaking in that tub with bath bombs again. Yes, because I miss self-care, child. I used to soak in the tub, and then my boo moved in, so I didn't feel comfortable using his tub to soak, and I didn't feel like cleaning it every time like that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I get one day. It's gonna come through. And yes, it came through, auntie. It came through. Yes. Okay, so I just had my move-in day yesterday, so that was it was wonderful. Like, I cleaned the whole house, clean, scrub, vacuum, mop, and it's all piff and pan. What do they call it? Spotless, spick and span, right? I moved a lot of stuff. I moved, like, big five bay boxes in, and then a bunch of other little knickknacks and what have yous, like half the rack of clothes I have, which took me several trips, but yeah, it was worth it. I think I saw one of my neighbors too. Everyone seems pretty nice and chill. It's so quiet. I don't even think anyone's, like, living in front of me, which is so nice. So yeah, I think it's another rental. There's a lot of, like, rental houses, out there, and like, sometimes people be renting apartments, but I'm like, for only $200 extra a month, you could rent a house. Like, it could be worth it. So yeah, and renting is still way cheaper than owning. They just said recently there's $16,000 extra per year hidden expenses in a home on average. Not always true, but on average, I guess. I don't know where the hell they got that statistic, but I believe that, especially nowadays, it could cost you an extra, let's say that's adding up to a total of approximately, I don't know I can't do the math right now, but let's say, for example, $1,400 a month. That sounds like a bit of an exaggeration, but, with how much insurances went up and stuff, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that is somewhat accurate, or they added other things in that are unpredictable to a home's expense. So, nowadays I think the best approach, honestly, is still renting until the prices drop. I don't think it's enough with those interest rates, and this is not a financial advice whatsoever, but with those interest rates, basically it's like, pick your poison, right? You can't win either way. So, that's kind of the whole thing nowadays, how it's ending up, and you can't really do much about it. Just pray, and just enjoy what you got while you can. Life's too short to be worried about if you own a damn house. you were the next day, right? Like, it's so fraudulent and fake when people do that. They're like, oh, don't act this way a certain day. Really? Okay. Like, and I bet you tomorrow, that's like those people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to church on Sunday, and then I'm gonna be Sadalina on Monday. You know what I'm saying? No, like, okay. Be yourself, be you, be authentic to who the hell you are at all times, 24/7, 365. Okay? Period. Period. Alright. So, I hope you enjoyed today, and thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, Poopsies. I will see you on the 26th. That would be Boxing Day, I think, for Canadians out there. I'm actually finally seeing more Canadians in Florida. They were afraid to come to Florida first, but now they're more coming. And yeah, so you know, people realize how cold it gets up north. They're like, never mind, I changed my mind. I'm taking my butt down there and warming my tush. Yes, use that money, you rich boomers. You with your third home, making the price. No, I'm joking. Y'all not making the price of everything go up. It's not your fault. It's Big Banks. But anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.